Hello everyone and welcome back to a new episode of the Money Garden. Today it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. And today we have another episode for you guys for Fun Friday. On today's episode of Fun Friday, I would like to cover this person who really is a lifestyle entrepreneur, but I'd like to bring it to everyone's attention because he had made a really big difference in my life. And I do believe that, a lot of you, if you don't already follow him or are familiar with him, I'm sure that a lot of you will be able to relate to some of the things. So let me start by saying today I'd like to give a shout out to Lewis House. Lewis House, I have met him. He lives in California, and I have heard about him the first time in 2017, and I went to one of his events, this Summit of Greatness, actually, in Columbus, Ohio, and I was absolutely blown away. It was a 3-day event, and it was amazing, and it was the first time I have ever attempted or attended anything like that. But just to give you guys just a few highlights about Lewis and what he does in the world. So first and foremost, the reason why I love Lewis so much is because he stands for positivity. He stands for supporting each other. He stands for love. He stands for compassion. He also stands for ambition. He also stands for, working hard and going for your dreams and going for your goals. But Lewis is all about just support, kindness, positivity, compassion, and that approach really truly resonated with me because I really do believe as well that in order for us to win, it doesn't have to be for somebody else to lose. I do believe that we can do things in life from a win-win approach. So whenever I work with my clients, I always make sure that we provide and do the best thing for my client. And I believe that if we do that, then eventually, they're going to send me referrals, etc., and my business will grow. So I don't have to focus on the commission at all. I can just focus on doing the right thing for the client. And I believe that with that, my business will grow. And that's a win-win, right? They get what they want, and then I will get what I want. So this whole notion of if you help people get what they want, then eventually we will get what I want is absolutely what's in my heart and the way I like to approach everything. And that's what Lewis stands for. So at Lewis House, first of all, he has a podcast, right? And the podcast is called the School of Greatness Podcast. You guys, this is probably one of the, I do believe actually, not probably, I think it's one of the top 100 rated podcasts in the world. And he had, last time I checked, I think it was a couple days ago, he had 796 episodes already. And let me just tell you who are the people that he interviewed. Among all, so many big names, from politics, from personal development, from sports, from fitness, from YouTube influencers or social media influencers, you name it, this guy interviewed them all. And let me just give you some names. So for example, Tony Robbins, or if you're in the real estate arena, Grant Cardone, I'm sure you know Grant Cardone, he interviewed them. Or if you are in a social media influencers, Gary Vee, he interviewed Gary. And then sports, Maria Sharapova, the tennis player, Novak Djokovic, who's also the tennis player, lots of other sports people. And the list just goes on and on and on, and really amazing people who wrote a book or done or created something really extraordinary. And he brings out into people, and he asks questions that normally other interviewers would not ask. And that's what makes it so special and so interesting. And again, maybe you're not going to relate to every single episode. I don't necessarily relate to every person on his podcast, but I just go and pick and choose what I relate to, and I listen, and I always learn something. So it's an amazing podcast. So please go check him out, listen to his podcast, subscribe. I highly recommend it. And he also is an author. He wrote several books. One of them, it's a small booklet. It's called The Millionaire Morning. You can get it for free on his website. Actually, you might just have to pay shipping, but it's really a great little booklet. But then he's also a best-selling New York Times best-selling author with 2 books under his belt. One is called The School of Greatness. It's a book. And then the other one called Mask of Masculinity. He also has an annual event in Columbus, Ohio called the Summit of Greatness. And again, it's a 3-day event and it's really amazing. There's a lot of great speakers coming, and the whole community, you guys, the whole entire greatness community of Lewis Howes, it's all about, you know, I met some amazing people. I made some amazing relationships from all over the country. And this was the 3rd time that I attended, and I'm going to keep going back every year. It is an amazing community. It's all about love, kindness, support, win-win, how we can all win together, come together and go for our goals, go for our dreams. So I really wanted to bring this to you guys as a great resource. Please go check it out, lewishowes.com or schoolofgreatness.com. So hope that helps you guys, and as always, please let me know your comments, your questions, your thoughts. I'm always curious, and please let me know if you check this out or if you know Lewis, let me know what you think of him. Thank you so much, you guys, and I will see you next week on Monday.